Good evening, and today's lesson is on the Renaissance. After viewing a PowerPoint presentation, participating in class discussions, and activities, students will be able to explain the term Renaissance, describe European society before the Renaissance, and assess the importance of the Renaissance. What were the Dark or Middle Ages? Before the Renaissance, the church was able to control the mind of every European. Ideas taught by the church included the belief that the earth was flat and Jerusalem was the center of the earth. They encouraged the belief that beasts and monsters inhabited places beyond the boundaries of Europe. The Dark Ages was a period which occurred before the Renaissance from 476 AD and ended 1453 AD, which is the 5th century to the mid 15th century. This was a period where men believed their only purpose in life was to prepare for life after death. During this time, Europe was an agricultural society based on land ownership. The church, kings, and other chose landlords owned most of the land. Reasons why the Middle Ages were considered the Dark Age. There was a lack of knowledge, the wars which occurred during that period, there was a series of famines and pandemics. All of these factors made life difficult for persons during this period. What is the Renaissance? The term Renaissance is a French word meaning rebirth. The period of the Renaissance lasted from the 14th to 16th century, which was a time for rebirth and learning and of knowledge. The start of the Renaissance in northern Italy marked the beginning of the modern age. Shortly after it began, the Renaissance spread throughout Europe. Scholars eagerly read the writings from ancient Greece and Rome, which had been lost and forgotten. The church had banned these writings because of fear that they would affect the minds of people, and over a period of time they might lose all power and control they had over them. Artists began to create beautiful works of art. Contacts with Islamic culture in Spain brought Europeans great knowledge of science, philosophy, and medicine. The Renaissance was a period of scientific curiosity, the return to classical learning and praise of humanity, the rebirth of art, science, education, literature, and music, and a better way of life for people socially and culturally. The rediscovery of Greek and Roman learning led to new inventions and theories which encouraged Europeans to explore the world. Due to the books and maps which were influenced by old Greek and Roman learning, Christopher Columbus was inspired to explore. Why were Renaissance scholars called humanists? This era resulted in a change in attitude towards studying the world around them. Prior to this, people were focused on spirituality and other religious ideas. Scholars during this period were known as humanists because they focused on studying classical works in order to understand how humans think and relate to each other. They also believed that human existence was not in preparation for the afterlife, but also to enjoy life on earth. And this concludes today's lesson on the Renaissance. Thank you.